Okay, I am attempting to make something that I've never seen before. I did see it on Instagram. I cannot take the credit for it, but it was something I saw on Instagram and I wanted to try it. So this is a Bobo balloon that has been stretched out. This is how they come, like this. So it's not a big difference, but you can tell that this has been stretched out and this has not. So I'm starting with that. I also started with getting a box of, I did get this from Amazon, a box of 10 cc's, 10 millimeters, 100 count, from off of Amazon. This is it. I bought this during COVID and this is my first time really using it. So what I have done is I've taken it out of its casing and I have popped this part out, okay? And then I'm using, this is just one of the paints that I'm using, and I am actually, I've already taken the plastic off, and I'm actually, well, let's do this. I have a balloon straw. I do this first. So I put the balloon straw on the tip of the syringe like this, okay? And then I cut it, because I don't need it this long, like this is super long, right? So I just use my little pliers, cut that, okay? So I have this. And so the next thing I do is I go ahead and take my paint, my acrylic paint, and I squirt it. Hold on for a second. Let me make sure. Let me close this and get it down. Shake it down. Shake it down. Okay. And I basically squirt it in here in the syringe. And I don't want to do it too much because I have to put the plunger back in. So I have this. Okay. And you can see how much is left. And then I put the plunger back in. So it now has air in it. Okay. And then you can see the paint moving up the balloon straw. Okay, so my plunger is in. I pre-fill a couple of these. Okay, let me just show you, and I just have it on a plate. All these are pre-filled. There go my thingy. So yes, this is what I was looking for earlier. And so this is Folk Art Rose, I'm sorry, Vintage Tea Rose. Okay, I just got this from Walmart. All right, and so that's how I did that. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the darker color first. And then what I'm going to do, like I said, this is a pre-stretched Bobo. I'm just going to stick my straw in, okay? And I'm going to begin putting, squeezing my paint, just different areas, carefully. Because I'm trying to create like a little marble look. And I only want like half of the balloon, or not even half of it, you know. So you want to separate it, because I definitely didn't want it like this. Sorry, we're gonna have to do it some other kind of way the next time. This is my first trial. I'm trying to separate the balloon is what I'm doing, and then just putting different dots. Love this color. It is close to blush pink. I'm going to keep squeezing it, different spots. And so adding the balloon straw, it allows it a longer stretch for you to put the paint in. So so that's the Vintage Tea Rose. Now I'm going to use this one, which is Folk Art Baby Pink. Okay, got this from Walmart as well. So now I'm going to put this back in. Got me. So put this in like so. And you're supposed to have it separated. And then just kind of push the paint in between the spots where I might have put, where I put the tea rose in. So I'm just kind of, ideally, you want to actually separate this, because you have to carefully put in, and this is not how I'm supposed to do it. It really isn't. But listen, we're going to see what this produces, right? This is a lighter pink, right? And so I am just putting the same amount of pink. Okay. All right. Take that out. All right. Got about the same amount left. And those are refillable, so I can refill it. So then I just want to open it a little bit more. And then I'm just going to use my fingers and just to make it all kind of come together. Not like, you don't want to squish it. It's like just putting your fingertips so that they kind of mesh. And we're going to see what it creates. Just using fingers. And like I said, it's going to be different because this is hand done, you know. I wanted the bottom done as well. But you're just basically just putting your fingers and just kind of meshing it all together. And this is just regular water-based acrylic paint. So you can actually see the two different colors. And I'm doing this event. Today is Wednesday, so my event is Saturday. So I am actually doing this ahead of time. Just going to open it up like that. I'm just going to see what happens. I actually want some more here. So I'm going to use my balloon straw again. And I'm just trying this out. And I'm just going to start with the darker color once again. And then I'm just going to put, you know, a couple of spots here. Because I want the bottom, for the most part, you know, filled in. Okay. And I'm going to go in with the lighter color. Just put a couple of dots in between, you know, the darker. We'll put this one right here. Okay. So I'm going to take that out. All right. So now I'm just going to use my fingers and just fill in the bottom part. That's all I wanted, was to just fill in the bottom part. And I just want to, like where their space is at, you know, I'm just looking at it. I'm just trying to fill it in. But we're going to see what this looks like. Like I said, everything is going to be, they're not all going to be the same, right? So next thing to do is to inflate it. Okay. And I don't want to mix it up. Wherever I see little clear spots, that is where I'm just using my fingers to, like I said, I don't want to cover the whole part. I do want these covered, like the whole bottom part covered. So I am trying to manipulate it, but I'm still just squishing. Like I said, we're going to see what this looks like. Because I basically just want the top of it done. I'm going to turn it around, see what this looks like. And now we're going to, if I can bring this seam. I'm actually opening up the seam and making it go in the paint. Like so, like that. Opening up the seam, making it kind of go in the paint. But once again, I'm just still using my fingers. Okay, so this is what we have. So the next thing, we're going to blow it up. So we're going to see what happens. I put the smaller tip on because I don't want as much air coming through. We'll see what this is, because the video that I saw of someone making this, they used another tool. So this is what I got. Okay. This is kind of what I wanted. Like I said, they're all going to be different. I actually didn't want it to go all the way to the top, but this is fine. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to have to take my gloves off to tie this Bobo. But this is what it looks like. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is actually, where the edges are, I'm going to put tacky glue and then put some gold flakes on it. So it will look different. So wherever there's clear at, like I'm gonna put tacky glue here because it's clear. So it's gonna like just remind you of resin art. So yeah, I'm happy with how this turned out for sure. Okay, so to tie it, you basically stretch it. It can stretch right here, okay? And I'm putting two fingers like this in the way. And then I'm just tying it like so, like that. So it has that knot in it, okay? All right, so that's it for that. Okay, so to make the centerpiece, I use this 31-inch Lomey pedestal, okay? And it has been hot glued to a upside down 6-inch Lomey dish, okay? Lomey. All right, let me show you what the packaging looks like. But I actually use an industrial glue gun that I got from Uline to hot glue this to this upside down dish, okay? You can actually use a shower towel that's at least 6 by 6. You can't actually do that, but let me show you the packaging. Okay, so this is the packaging. Lomey Design Systems, and it's made from Oasis. And this was actually made for the floral industry. But because I started my business doing flowers, I just started using this to create my balloon centerpieces. I love these pedestals. They are just amazing and they're very strong. I just love it. I just love it. So this is what it looks like, and it comes by the dozen in the 31-inch. Okay, so let's go over the balloons you're going to need to create this centerpiece. So for the bottom, I use Tough Text 11-inch cameo. Then I use Qualitex Chrome Mauve 11-inch. Then I use 5-inch Mirror Gold of Callison brand. And this is actually close to Qualitex Chrome Gold, so you can use that as well. It is so close to it. I absolutely love this. I'm pretty new to Callison, but I'm happy. Definitely happy with this brand. Metallic Deluxe Rosewood 5-inch. And Metallic is supposed to be changing their brand to Centerpiece. And it's actually on the back of the bag. And found it out either the end of last year or the beginning of this year. And then the last color I use is Reflex Pink, the 5-inch from Metallic, which, like I said, will be called Centerpiece. Now, you use whatever combination you want. I'm just showing you what I used, okay? All right, so now I'm going to show you the base and what it looks like, okay? Okay, so this is the bottom of the centerpiece. The bottom one is the Tough Text Cameo 11-inch, size to 9 inches, okay? You can size it to 8 inches. Normally, I do 8 inches, but I decided to do 9 inches. And this centerpiece is actually going on a 60-inch round table, okay? And then next, for this color, this is going to be your Qualitex Chrome using 11-inch Chrome Mauve, and this is sized down to 7 inches, okay? 7 inches and 9 inches. Okay, now I'm going to do the very bottom cluster, and we're using the Tough Text Cameo, okay? 11-inch. Size it to 9 inches. If you're interested in the sizer box, it is in my Amazon storefront. So what you do is wrap the neck twice. This is how I normally would tie a cluster, and then tie it. Okay, let's do one more of these. Size it to 9 inches. Okay, wrap this twice and then tie and pull. The way that knot is tight. Then you take the duplet that you made and the other duplet that you made and you twist it together in the middle. There you go, your quad of the cameo. So now I just want to put it on my base, okay? And you simply just slide it in between 2 balloons and then twist it directly onto the pedestal and push it down. Okay? This is leaning a little bit. It is better to use a 9-inch Lomey dish, okay? Instead of the 6-inch that I have. So I'm just sliding it. And then we'll do the next one. Now you have the Qualitex Chrome Mauve. And then this is going to be sized to 7 inches. So let's go ahead and get our sizer out. Flip it to where it says 7 inches. You see that right here. 7 inches. And then repeat, wrap it twice, tie. Just doing one more. Size it. Wrap it, tie. Twist the 2 duplets together. And then you add it to your centerpiece. Here's the centerpiece with the quad of the cameo, sized at 9 inches. And then here's the one with, here's the chrome with 7 inches, and sized at 7 inches, excuse me. Okay, so now you have your base done. So now for the next step, we're gonna do the top of the centerpiece. So we're gonna screw, or you can hand pump it. If you can use a hand pump, you can use a hand pump if you don't feel comfortable. Some people don't feel comfortable putting the 5 inches on here, but I feel comfortable enough. So now I'm using my Callison mirrored gold, and it's 5 inches. And this is close to Qualitex Chrome Gold. You can use that as well. So you want to measure it for about 4 inches, okay? Same thing, and tie. You want to do 2 quads of these. That's the duplet. But you can use your sizer. I'm just trying to, I can basically eye this, so I can kind of put it next to it and inflate and get it around the same size. Same thing. Twist these together. My thing popped off. Last one. Like I said, you can use your sizer. Okay, so now I have my quad. And then what I want to do is put this in between 2 balloons like this and then twist it, okay? This is the very top. Sometimes I twist it a couple times. This is the very top cluster. It is not going to maintain being straight until you put a cluster underneath it. And that's what we're getting ready to do. So I'm going to put the next one right underneath it and twist it, okay? Make sure you twist it close to it, okay? Twist it and then kind of push them together. So you have this, okay? So you pretty much have this now. So now what you need to do is, now you need to create some little accents so we can break up some of this gold, okay? And I'm showing you how I did it. Now you do what you want. This is just the foundation I'm teaching you, but I can't wait to see other designs that some of you guys are going to be doing. And just make it your own, guys, but have fun along the way. Okay, so you can see some of these open spots, right? You can see some here, here. So what I'm going to do is use my glue, my Elmer's glue. Just 1 second. All right, I'm going to use my Craft Bond Elmer's, and I'm just going to create an edge. Instead of using a brush, create an edge with this, like around it, okay? So just open my cap. I'm going to hold on to the balloon so it doesn't, and I'm just going to outline this area. Just going to outline it. Try not to put too much. Just going to outline it. Outline the pink. Okay. So I only need to do 4 of these total for my client. So you see how I've outlined that. So now I'm going to lean it over and basically just put these flakes on. Okay. And then I'll wind up brushing off what doesn't stick, because it goes a long way. It goes a long way. And you might want to make sure like you put something down so you can collect it easily. So this is what, so then I'm gonna just take, I have glue on my fingers. I'm just gonna take a brush like so, like this, and I'm just going to go where it's clear at first. I'm just gonna go where it's clear at and just brush it away. Just brush it away. There's actually glue on here in that clear part, and I didn't want that to happen. I'm not doing the best job, but you get it. You can come up with a better way of doing this, I'm sure. So it's cool because, you know, the paint is inside. So we can go ahead and let this dry. Super cool. I'm just kind of pressing in because it's supposed to be like a little quick dry situation. So, but some of these pieces are big. It is best to use smaller pieces. Just gonna tap it, and whatever's hanging, get it, you know. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Static is kind of adhering. The gilded, the leafing to it. So I'm just gonna kind of just use my fingers, just kind of tapping it where the glue is and just letting it dry. Like this is a lot right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. And just kind of these bigger parts, just kind of using it to cover up. But I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure you can probably do it a much neater way. It is all gonna dry clear. It's supposed to. It's supposed to dry clear. So I'm looking forward to it drying clear. But this is pretty much it, the effect. Okay, this is pretty much the effect. So I'm gonna do that also in the other clear area too that you see. I'm not gonna worry about this part here, but the ones that are clearly open, like this is clearly open, and then of course to the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now.